All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakah Kwadash. Second of all, I want to give double honors to my elders and apostles. Elders and apostles of great will. And third of all, I want to give a peace and safety to the hopeful elect out there, the brothers that push this truth, the truth of the King James Bible, and all truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the globe. All right, so I just want to do a short lesson on how alone the spirit of Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai allows it to go. And I want to name the video by way of theft or going out of business, the storehouses, the full storehouses shall be found empty. All right. And Lord Will's brother, since see on the screen, I just did a simple Google search for Target closing 9 stores, and it says Target closes 9 stores in response to retail theft, adding lock cases at some stores. All right. It says Target says it's closing. These are all mainstream outlets, so you know it's facts. All right. Because if it's in the mainstream, all right, it's facts, right? So there you go. So you know it's facts, right? It says Target says it's closing 9 stores because of surging retail thefts. Target closes 9 stores in U.S. due to growing theft problem. Target says it's closing 9 stores in major cities across 4 states because of theft. Target says it's closing 9 stores in major cities, citing violence and theft. So violence and theft. All right. And going back around the same time this year, you had Target, Walmart, and there was another big box store, I forget which one it was saying, if people don't stop stealing, the CEOs of those stores or the owners of those stores or whatever, or the CEOs of those stores or whatever, was saying if people don't stop stealing, we're going to have to shut these stores down. We're going to have to shut these certain locations down because the theft is so bad. All right. And now you're seeing that. All right. Or they could be lying. Esau could be lying, and they really could be shutting it down due to the lack of foot traffic in those stores. Because we know, but I'm pretty sure all the brothers out there have seen those TikTok videos about inflation, people crying about inflation, people can't afford this and can't afford that. All right. And due to the lack of foot traffic, those stores are shutting down because nobody is buying out of those stores. So they're just shutting them down. But they're saying that people keep stealing, so that's why we're shutting them down. Either way, the storehouses are going to be found empty because rather it's by way of theft, which will lead to them closing stores, and you can see, or by way of them just admitting that look, the foot traffic in these places are so bad, people ain't buying nothing. We gotta shut them down. Either way, the storehouses will be found empty. All right, and Target sells food. Target, Walmart, all right, they all sell groceries. They sell food, which right now is the most important thing. And going into as we reach further and further into the time of Jacob's trouble, food will be the most important things. Food stores that sell food will be the most important things. Indeed, Walmart and Target sell food. All right, so that's why this is a big deal because they sell food. If they were just selling TVs and shit like that, it wouldn't be a big deal. But they sell food and they're going out of business. All right, so or they're closing stores. All right, so again, either by way of theft, people stealing, which will lead to closures, as you can see, Lord Will's brother can see on the screen, or by way of Esau just coming out and admitting, look, the foot traffic here is so bad because they're grinding, because people ain't working or people ain't making enough money. We gotta close the stores. Either way, the stores are closing. They're shutting down, which is beautiful. Your pot, and that shows that this is the end, man. This is the end of this man's kingdom, man. All right, and it's about time for this cracker, the Esau Edom, to go down. All right, he's going down. He's going down hard. All right, and all you people in Babylon the Great that thought you was in a good case of all people, the 2/3 of all people, you about to get ready to suffer, man, in the worst way. And the Lord, and by way of what? Starvation. The Lord is going to starve a lot of you to death. The Lord said that many shall perish. Matter of fact, let me grab that real quick. What's that? That second is just. Come on, man. Shall perish in famine. It's 2nd Ezra chapter 16 verse 22. For many of them that dwell upon the earth shall perish of famine. Right, a lot of people are going to starve to death. All right, because these stores are going out of business. And where you gonna get your food from? All right, pretty much nobody in America is self-sufficient. All right, the large majority of people in America depend on the government, food being in the stores. All right, or food stamps or whatever. That's how they get their daily bread. Ultimately, it's Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah, of course, but they depend on the government, Esau government, to always have food in the stores and shit like that. But Esau is about to put a hold on that. All right, and make you people sweat out there. And the others that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy. Right. So the Lord said, many of them that dwell upon the earth shall perish in famine. So the Lord's going to cause a lot of you to starve to death. A lot of you niggas to starve to death. All right. And again, by way of these stores closing down, where you gonna get your food from? All right, you got these food banks and everything. Everybody's saying they give out food, saying that we're getting low on supply. Now you got stores closing down that sell food, big box stores that sell the food, closing down because they're claiming theft, or it could be because the foot traffic is so bad they're not making no money, so there's no point of them keeping the stores open. All right, either way, it's going down. America's done. This 2nd Ezra chapter 6 verse 22. And suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown, and the full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty. And again, that's either by way of theft, which will lead to closures, all right, or Esau could just come out and be honest for a change, which he's never honest, completely honest. Well, sometimes he'll give you some truth, but or he can just come out and say, look, the foot traffic here is so bad in these stores, we just got to shut them down. We're not making no money. So it don't make no sense for us to keep this place going if we ain't making no money. All right? The full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty. All right? By either way of thievery, by people stealing to empty out the stores, or the business going out of business. All right? That'll empty out the storehouses. And Esau ain't pushed out panic yet. Wait until he starts pushing panic in the media heavy about food. Oh my God, we only got a month left of food worth in America. Oh my God, because of the Ukraine war and all of that crap. All right, wait till he starts pushing that out there. And then that's when you're going to see people really going bonkers and panic buying. All right? This Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 3. In the days when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinding cease. All right, now I was watching Gerald Salente last night, and he was saying, because he spoke on this too, and he said that they're blaming it on thievery, but he believes that it's really because when the C-19 came and they locked everything down and they didn't allow people to go to work and people missed so many checks, and you only got 1 or 2 stimulus checks, what did people do? They went out there and bought stuff they didn't need. All right, and now people are trying to play catch up, and people ain't got enough money, which it was all by design. This was all planned anyway, which is beautiful. Call law, how about Shimmy? I was shot. The C-19, that was, man, the C-19, that's the greatest thing. That's the best thing that ever happened, man. All right, and that crunk shit up to the next level. All right, it took the Most High when he brought that. It took things to the next level. All right, but anyway, like he was saying, people miss so many checks, and now you're seeing the result of that. People ain't got money to buy certain items and things like that, and now you're gonna see these stores close down. All right, so he believes it's because of lack of foot traffic. That's why they're shutting down, which makes sense. All right, because Esau as of now, because right now it's peace and safety. I mean, because certain places, like he said in one of them articles, it said that they could just put locks on the thing. That's how you can stop it. I mean, it's ways he can stop it right now. All right, unless you're in California, they doing smash and dash out there. But it's ways he can slow it down. But he don't want to slow it down. Again, this is all by design to collapse things. All right. In the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinding cease, because they are few. And those that look out the window be darkened. Right, there's no future for America. America ain't coming back. America's done. It don't matter who they put in office, which all of them are puppets anyway, Trump or whoever, America's done. All right, and all you Trumpers out there, he's the reason he's had because of what he did. He signed off on it. He signed his name on them stimulus checks to help further tank the dollar, which led to more money printing and caused inflation to go up. He's half the reason why this is going on. All right, so people blaming Biden. It just wasn't him. Which all of them are puppets anyway. It's all because of the shadow government. Esau Edom, the shadow government out of London. They're the ones that's really causing all this. But ultimately, how about Shimmy Awashai? But yeah, you troubles out there. He signed off on them checks, which helped destroy the U.S. dollar, bringing the value of the dollar down. All right, so he's a puppet, man. And if he does get back in there, he ain't gonna do nothing but tank it more. All right, verse 4, which Job does get back in there. Verse 4, and the doors should be shut in the streets. Why? Because they're out of business. Windows boarded up, doors boarded up, for lease sign on the front of the building. All right, you're gonna see a whole lot more of that in these coming days. All right, and when the sound of the grinding is low, because people ain't working, or they ain't getting enough hours. So the sound of the grinding is low, which leads to less money in people's pockets. And he shall rise up at the voice of the bird, and the daughters of music should be brought low. And that's another sign to show the way to end, how terrible the music is. And the music is horrible. All right? Straight trash. All right? So, yeah, man, here we go. And it's going to be more. And again, rather it's by way of actual people stealing or just a lack of foot traffic, either way, the stores are getting shut down, which is groovy. All right? Beautiful. All right? So with that, I pray this lesson was edifying. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakakwadash. Second of all, I want to give double honors to my elders and apostles of Great Millstone. And third of all, I want to give a peace and safety to the hope for the elect out there, the brothers that push this truth, the truth of the King James Bible, and our truth and sincerity. And with that, I'm going to say shalom to the elect.